it's Rochelle from thephotographersociety.com. Welcome to this week's vlog. Now this week I'm going to share with you the top business tools that's going to make your 2017 an even better one. Let's dive straight in. Okay, so it's almost 2017 when you're watching this vlog. Now, in order to grow, you must either delegate tasks, get rid of tasks, use systems, or hire people. But mainly, most of us cannot afford to hire people in our businesses, especially if we're starting off new. So, the saying is that busy equals broke. It's not actually a good thing to have in your business, especially if you have that goal that you want to grow your business in 2017. So I'm going to share with you my top business tools that I use in my own photography business. Okay, so let me ask you, how would it feel like if you only did the shooting, so the photographing of your clients in your business, and everything else was taken care of? Now, it's not like I have reached that stage yet, but that's what my plans are for 2017. And no matter where you are in your photography business, I know it's possible for you too. What keeps us really small is fear of us getting uncomfortable. But the thing is, we have to get over that fear. So when we get to the stage we want, we get comfortable with it, and then that means that we need to grow even further more in our business. So if you just want to shoot only and you want everything else taken care of, then you're gonna love these business tools. So first of all, let me discuss that there's 3 stages of running a business for every single client that comes in as a portrait photographer. So there's a pre-session stage, there's a session stage, and there's a post-session stage. So after a client, after you have photographed a client, what happens next? So I'm going to go with you through all the stages, and I'm going to share with you some tools that's going to help you in your business. So stage number 1 is the pre-session stage. So this is all the marketing, the inquiries, the booking in the new clients. So what you need here, you need a system that's going to automate it all. So pretty much everything that was going to work in the background, you need all this in place. There is so much free resources that you can use, like Studio Ninja or 17 Hats. You can even create your own spreadsheet to automate yourself. So that's one thing you need in order to figure out how you're going to run smoothly through the pre-session stage. The second thing, you need a tracking system. So this can be anything that you track your clients with, so nothing falls through the gaps. Because I have found over the years that, because I haven't followed up or tracked my clients correctly, I have lost so much clients and money on the table. So it's really important to track your clients. And you can do this with a business system, with something that you set up in your business, like a Google sheet or an Excel sheet. And the third thing that you need is also how to batch content like posts. So we know that these days it's really important not just to have a website, but to be very active on our social media, or people tend to forget us, especially in the crowd of our news feeds. So in saying that, we can't spend all our time on our computers trying to post things on our social media. We need to learn how to batch. Now, I batch these vlogs, I batch my social media, I batch everything for my photography, I batch my blogging, everything. So it's pretty much, I spend over 2 days batching everything at least 6 months ahead. So I suggest that if you know that you've got images you want to share or blogs that you want to post about, batch them beforehand. At least write out the topics and then choose another day where you're going to write blogs. Everything that you batch doesn't have to be so complex, but it's really important and can save you time in the long run. Okay, so stage number 2 is all about the client sessions. So you want to figure out a way how you can make your client sessions an even easier and better one. So you want to figure out your workflow, something that you're going to at least, follow throughout a session, so it makes your session much, much easier. Another thing is, if you can hire an assistant, someone that's willing to come in, like a work experience assistant, to help you on hand if you're finding your sessions that are going very, very very long, you know. Or if you're happy with your sessions and your workflow, you might want to hire a VA, or you might want to use a system that's going to do all that for you. So a system that's going to use workflows, or someone that's going to track your client sessions as well. Also, you want to figure out mainly your flow of how you run your client sessions. So client, from the time the client steps in your door, you want to figure out how you're going to work through the flow. So you work through it step by step, and then as soon as you get used to it, you will find your sessions become shorter and quicker. And that way, you know, you get used to it, and also you can probably add in more sessions a day instead of doing one. Now, I know as newborn photographers, many struggle because they struggle with the newborn, but I know that ever since having a workflow and even having a sheet of paper by my side where I can follow step by step, I've learned over the years that I don't need that sheet of paper anymore. It's pretty much in my head, and I know if I get a difficult baby, how to run through that workflow. So set yourself a workflow, practice it, learn it, take it into your studio a few times, and then you'll get the hang of it. Also, another important thing during this stage number 2 is getting organized and sticking to it. So if you have a session and you're excited because the baby's sleeping, then you might pull up another setting and do another pose. Don't get too excited. Set your workflow, set your, get organized with your session and everything else you do, and stick to it. I know none of us stick to the rules, but you have to stick to it because it's going to take so much energy from you if you don't. So that's what you need to do for stage number 2. Okay, so stage number 3 is all about the post-session stage. So this includes editing, filing your images, and tracking systems. So again, the business and the workflow. So you can see over the 3 stages how important that is. So the editing, so you want to have a process for everything. Editing can be so overwhelming if you don't have a process and a workflow for. So this is what pretty much I do. After a session, I go through the images, I back up what I have on the SD card. Then if I have time, I will go through the images, pick the great ones, delete the ones that had turned out horrible. So I do that and I save them in turn for the time I need to edit that gallery. Then when I'm up to coming back to that gallery, I will go through the images and select. So depending how much images you show or you give, I would select those images and edit them. But I have a system, so they go through one folder to the second, to the third, to the fourth folder, right until I need to deliver them to my client. So I have folders, and that's my editing workflow. Now, if you have an editor, great, but always stick to an editing workflow so you can keep track of what you've edited, what's been sorted, what's done, and what's given to the client. After the client selects the images, I also have another workflow that I go through as well. So it's important with the editing, you have a workflow you stick to because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Okay, so I have a filing system as well. So in order to know what next gallery I need to edit, because I do them in order, I have a nice filing filing system on my desk. I also use Asana for the filing system as well, plus my Studio Manager tracking Google Sheet that I use as well, which is like an Excel sheet. And I track what I got to edit, and if I've edited, and who's next, and who's completed, and things like that. So it's also important to have a tracking system to use in your business for your editing and for your workflow as well. So it could be anything. It could be from the day one you've sent your client invoice, to their contract, to the questionnaire. Has the questionnaire been back, and all that sort of stuff. Now, what I've done for myself for 2017, and I want to share with you as well, is I've created a business and workflow planner, which is like a diary for my photography business. So in that workflow planner, every month it's got a daily planner. So you see the day on every page, plus it has a weekly workflow focus planner where I write down my sessions for the week, the clients I need to contact for the week, and my 3 main goals and focuses that I want to focus on for that week. Now, also in that planner, it's got the client tracking system, so all the leads that have come through, Plus, from those leads, if some people have booked, I've also got a workflow system if you like to use pen and paper. So you can find that at thephotographersociety.com/planner, and you can grab a copy there. There's 20% off up until December 30, 2016. So you can grab yours there. It's at thephotographersociety.com/planner. So you can get that, and once you purchase the planner, you also get the Studio Manager downloadable Excel sheet absolutely as a bonus for free. So go check that out and let me know what you think of it. So I want to use that this year, and hopefully you'll be using it too. It's really, really important to track every single client and to actually follow up and have everything in front of you so you know you're on track, your business is on track, you're doing your best to book those clients in, and it's really, really important. I found using these systems over the years have made my business a whole lot easier, and not only that, I've booked more and more clients in, and that's what I want for you, and that's why I've created this business and workflow planner plus the Studio Manager, which I'm offering to you guys as well. So go check that out at the link below, and I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your Christmas, enjoy 2017, and hopefully it's a good one to come. Hopefully I see your businesses grow and more vlogs with business tips for your business. I'll see you guys in 2017.